Another beautiful day. Got my DJI Action 6 out with the macro lens, and I thought, why don't we switch it up? Now it's a sunny day today, and I've got some ND filters for the macro lens too. So let's see. Oh yes, with a day like this, I've got the settings on manual adjusted with a vlog mode custom setting for this, so I can put ND filters on accordingly. I'm gonna whip out my ND filters, and I think for a day like this, I think an ND8 will do it. Let's see. These ND filters are by Freewell. Let's start with the ND8. Let me just wipe down the lens, get some dust out of the way. Hold on. So here we go. ND8. Let me just hold on a second. There we go. Pressed into place. I do excuse myself for, wiping the lens down while I'm recording, but I like to keep it as is, you see. Now I noticed a bit of darkness on me. Hold on a minute. Is that better? Yeah, some more sunlight helps it. This is ND8, so it's not as powerful as the ND16 and so forth, but it's something different, right? Yeah, action cameras. Something that I've been passionate about for a very long time now. And for the last, I'd say 2 years, I just had a fascination about action cameras and mobile phone cameras too. And I think the year of creating content, when I started back in 2024, I've just had the passionate for more content creating. It's strange. But you see, I've always loved cameras. Growing up, I've had a fascination about cameras. It's always been a part of my life. I loved recording content with friends and just sharing memories that we went through growing up. And used to make some funny videos and so forth and share it with the friends, and we used to just look back and keep these moments, to remember. Where am I going now with this? Basically, I'm going to start now tapping into non-action cameras, and thanks to an amazing content creator, he's got me onto my first entry-level camera, and there are brands that I'm going to start venturing out more into. I did state that in the video I did about the Leica Pro Grip Lux Grip. What's it called? Yeah, I just state that in the Leica Lux Grip, and see, I've always loved the brand Leica, and I've used a lot of lenses from Leica, so that's why I've liked Leica. And now I've been playing around with the Leica Lux app. It's just been amazing, truly getting some amazing photos, and it's adjusting the filter preset that's already there for you, and plus you can play around with the lenses, try different lenses, and it's opened up a door that I just can't explain. It's something unexplainable. I'm telling you, it's unexplainable, but it's beautiful because it's now bringing that rawness of photos into life. And how do you do that? And that's where I think the art comes in. As a content creator or a photographer out there, they'd understand this much better than a lot who don't. It's how do you bring a still photo into life, and how can you do it by executing it perfectly. I used to remember when I was traveling, I used to take these photos of certain images that spoke volumes to me, and it's just like weird, and I couldn't explain it, but it had a story to it. So that's where I became passionate about recording and capturing photos, because I believe, truly believe, that everything you see is different from your eyes and from somebody else's eyes. So a different perspective, point of view, and you just see things differently. And that's where I start to really tap into seeing things differently. And that's why I think me and a camera has been evolving all my life. That's why I'm fascinated about cameras. Action cameras are so easier to use. Smartphones are easy too. But now I'm stepping up the game and actually tapping into real cameras. It's like restarting the whole process over again, which is a beautiful process, by the way. You just need to understand a lot of things, a lot of rules about how to use in manual mode, and what kind of ISO and the shutter speed and lenses, what does this do and that does. It's just another path that leads to deep pockets, I guess. If that's a better word, if you want to put it. That's how I'm going to put it. Yeah, deep pockets. We always tend to look for, let's go out for the best and all out, and you don't need to start at the basics. You see, I'm definitely going to get like a camera. Which one? I don't know. I think the camera's going to find me, if that makes sense. And that's something that I'm looking forward to, because when I'm ready to step up, or when I'm ready to actually get my hands on a couple of Leica test prototypes to test them, you get loaners and see which one works for you, because every camera is suited for somebody. Yeah, I know you're going to hear people say it's overpriced and that. I agree. Everything is overpriced in life, though, if you think about it. But you just find what's made for you. And everyone has a different point of view what things are priced at. I could buy a product that you may think is expensive and somebody else thinks it's cheap. We just have different folks, different strokes. That's what it's all about. We all see things differently. People are going to argue that some of the action cameras you buy today are expensive. Some will say, well, they're okay. But yet, the content that these little devices put out, amazing. I mean, Samsung, for example, my S24 and 25 Ultra, which I'm currently on now, I was recording some footage. I was like, wow. And the iPhone 17 Pro as well, same thing. So there's sometimes I'm recording, it's like, was that shot on my iPhone? That was shot on my Samsung? That was shot on my Pocket 3 and, or my DJI Osmo 6, like this. And you're like thinking, wow. Cameras have come a long way, by the way. If I compare to the old days, when we used to have like 720p and then 1080 and then, slowly, and then started coming up now 8K and 4K. What's next? 30K? Yeah, so technology evolves, cameras evolves, everything evolves in life. You evolve too. You as a content creator, you might start off in a particular way or journey, and then you end up finding yourself doing something different. Yep, you find yourself changing paths in life too, and that's just normal. That's all part of life. Yeah, so where am I going with this? I don't know. I've opened up another door in my life, in my journey, and now going on to these cameras. I'm not going to reveal what camera I bought, because I'm still understanding that camera. There's no point in me showing you a camera that I don't know how to use yet, because I need to get a one-on-one crash course on how to understand functions and how it operates. But yeah, it was a brand that I had my eye on at the beginning, but I just didn't know anybody that I could trust to get honest feedback what they think about the camera. And then, right place, right time, I got the answer. So he didn't have to convince me. It wasn't a purchase that he influenced over me. It was a purchase that I was on the fence about, but I just had some doubts of choosing the right one. And he just ticked all the answers I needed, and it just made my decision making easier. Now, it's not the latest, up to date camera, but for me, it's my starting point. Where do I go from there? Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. But yes, so I got a bucket list of the brands I want to buy. Leica, as you know, is one of them. And I don't know about Sony. See, I remember the old days. I've used Sony products and I didn't have any issues. But again, I'm not stuck to one particular brand that, it has to be this brand or nothing. No. I love trying out different brands, trying out different things, new things. I like change. I don't like the same thing over and over again. I like just trying new things. I mean, take for example, I've gone back to GoPro Hero 13, and I'm actually happy with what I experienced so far. I've had no issues, no glitches like what I'm used to, and okay, for me, I'm happy. DJI, I actually love a lot. Insta360, I love a lot too. So you see, I love all these different brands. Are you asking? Would I try another brand? Of course. If it's something I come across, that's how I came across DJI. I didn't even know DJI existed until I stumbled across a ad. Was it an ad? Yeah, it was an ad on my Insta360. Sorry, in my Instagram feed, and I was like, "What's this?" It was the DJI Action 4, or it could have been the Pocket 3. Anyway, either way, it got my attention. So I said, "Let me pick up this Action DJI Action. What is this?" Yes, I remember now. It's the Action 4. So I picked up this Action 4, and I was like, "Okay." Started playing around with it, and then the Pocket 3, picked up the Pocket 3, and then Action 5 Pro, and kept going on. Anyway, and I haven't looked back. And I'm actually so glad that I tried something other than just Insta360, for example. But I still love my Insta360s, and I love my DJIs. I love my GoPro, and now a new brand that I've just added to the collection, which is not an action camera. It's a full-blown camera for stills and videos, and I'll reveal that soon on my channel. And what else? Oh yeah, where is it gone? For example, the Leica Lux Grip, right? Now this opened the door to me feeling Leica even more. And I'm telling you, I've taken some pictures on this app, the Lux app. If you haven't tried it, I suggest you try it. But it has truly made me love and fall in love with Leica even more. It's just the pre-filters. It makes life. You see, I think there are two types of persons when it comes to photography. Those who love to go really in manual mode and really go deep in and understand what they're doing. I'd wish to be like that. I like simplicity. I like auto, and sometimes if I want to go into manual mode, yes. So that's, I think I'm starting to discover what type of content creator I am. I don't like, a lot of complicated stuff because I'm on the fly, on the go. I need to go fast, and I don't have time to sit there and play around. But when I want to go passionate about it, I think this is where I'm going to start changing up now. When I want to show passion, that's why I need to go down to manual modes and understand what's the capabilities of each camera and what I can achieve from each camera. That's what it's all about. And again, learning from other content creators is key, because the more you engage with others out there, the more you're going to learn, and the more you're going to understand. It's just going to open you opportunities to make you go to places in creating content. It's just amazing, truly amazing. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm on this journey, right? If I were to allow myself to watch the content that's currently going around about, growth and social media platforms dead and this and that, I'm thinking, honestly, I would never create content. I wouldn't do it, because it's just so much out there, and you're thinking, why should I even start? Then I came to the answer, because I'm gonna start, and I want to start. I don't really care about the noise out there. It's always been noisy. All my life has been noisy. But I discovered how to switch off the noise, hit the mute button, and just enjoy doing what you're doing, focus on your journey. That's what I just do. Just keep focusing on my journey. Whether my channel grows or doesn't grow, I'm not sitting there chasing things that are not my business at the moment, or not my concern at the moment, because I'm just creating content, and I'm on a journey of self-discovery and self-development and so forth. You don't worry about these things ahead of time. It's like you're going out there and you got a garden, you plant seeds, and you want to see this tree grow one day, and you're sitting there and you're thinking, when is it going to grow? And you're just putting water and you're waiting and waiting. It's a waiting game in life. And then suddenly you see a small little branch come out and starts growing. That's what you don't understand. You can't see what's under that ground and how it's actually getting the roots bedded in, just like you. So when you start your journey of creating content, remember, you won't know where you're going to reach or how you're going to create content, how you're going to be, and what type of content creator you're going to be. I could start off this journey and then end up doing something else on the platform. It's just a funny old world, you know. I've seen some amazing content creators start from a niche or niche and then suddenly switch over to something else that's completely opposite who they were. But they found their true passion that way. You see, you got to find yourself. I could do all these multiple niches and maybe I'll always be like that. You just never know. Everyone's different, you see. I wasn't born to be like you. You wasn't born to be like me. We were born to be different from each other. Our hands, the fingers, are not all the same. That's what I always say. It makes it so much easier to understand, you know. Anyway, I think I've wasted enough of your time today, and I do apologize. I do apologize from the bottom of my heart. Little human there, you know, spice it up. Yeah, I just wish you all a wonderful day, and remember, if you're not subscribed to my channel and you'd love to join my journey, I'd love to have you on board with me. It's the first time I'm actually saying this on my channel in this way. Normally I don't. And I thought maybe the algorithm, maybe the YouTube AI listening wants you to do that because that helps you with your SEO scoring. Again, based on the platform's analytics. Well, not my analytics because I'm new. I'm talking about the plugins that I've added for my browser. It tells me you need to do this more and do that. These are like vidIQ and so forth. Anyway, and if you like to watch some more, you can check out my playlist. I have multiple things going along in my playlist, and I've started to slowly put them back into place like I used to my old channel that I lost. So anything GoPro recorded content will be on the GoPro and 360 and the 360 DJI and so forth. So if you're looking to see the footage content what it looks like, I've made playlists according to those devices. So if I'm using DJI, this is going to go on the DJI playlist, recorded content, and then I go on, and then again gone, and then it goes to whatever I talk about. If I talk about life, it goes on to daily vlogs, life, and so forth. So I have multiple playlists, but they're all linked together. So did I just say there? I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Yeah, I'm not gonna even edit this because you know what? I think just keep it as simple as possible because I've done edits before and I've tried to, you know, do the cuts and so forth, and I've tried B-rolls on my old channel, and I just felt that the more you do that, it makes you feel like you're like everybody else, and just keeping it simple and just showing anyone out there who wants to create content like you that it's okay to just be you, because all I keep saying is just be you. So why not just do what you do? Anyway, that's it for today, and I'll see you all on the next one, or maybe later on. Who knows? Me, you just never know. That's it. I'm out.